that I'm real. They niggas ain't seeing me. I been said I'm hot, and you just now believe in me.
Alright, so we saw Manny Pacquiao put another dominating performance together to beat Timothy Bradley this weekend. This time he finally got the credit for it. He didn't get no fucking robbery or anything. Fight played out just like I said it would on my prediction video last week. Pacquiao brought his A-game intensity level, and Bradley tried harder, tried to stand and deliver, but he couldn't handle it. Pacquiao was just too much for this dude. Looked like he had a decent game plan going for him in the first half of the fight. But the thing is, when you're trying to walk somebody down, you can't telegraph it. And you have to be able to hurt your opponent if you're trying to walk him down. And that's the two mistakes Bradley made when he was trying to do that shit. Yeah, he was having some success, but a lot of those punches that he landed on Pacquiao in the first half, they was cuffing, slapping type of shots. And then pretty soon they became less frequent and more telegraphed. So Bradley really didn't do himself no favors with that shit. Now I know people gonna bring up the right calf muscle, Bradley hurt himself. Man, nigga, I ain't trying to hear all that shit. Just give Pacquiao his credit, cause for some reason every time Bradley fights this dude, Pacquiao is always making this dude rupture himself, fuck up his ankle, his legs, he's crossing him over. I don't know, it's just he always fucking this dude up somehow. It's like Pacquiao doesn't even hurt Bradley to the face, and he landed plenty of good concussive type shots this Saturday. It just, Bradley eats punches with his fucking lower half of his body. Like, his chin don't absorb punches, but his legs, his ankles, his kneecaps, all that shit some reason takes punches from Manny Pacquiao. Even though Pacquiao don't even go to the body on this dude to hit him low. I don't know what the fuck it is, but dude just can't take punches from Pacquiao, you know, real good without his body just losing control over itself, and he starts looking like Bambi on ice and shit. Going back further, what I was saying about Bradley's punching technique, I always felt that was his biggest flaw, and it really showed on this big stage of his career. Because even though he buzzed Pacquiao a couple times, he just couldn't really just hurt this man like he needed to. You know, he couldn't gain his respect, and guys like Pacquiao, you have to gain their respect. You gotta slow him down a little bit. If you don't stop him from coming at you, you gotta slow him down a little bit. Yeah, you could try to walk him down, but when you walk him down, have that jab snapping. Give some lateral movement, then set up the right hand. You just don't try to walk dead ass straight at a person. Do one jab and then you load up with a fucking right hand that slaps the person. Like, nah, that shit ain't gonna work. I think a lot of people really were gassed up over the Marquez and Provodnikov performances. Bradley improved slightly. It wasn't no brand new fucking fighter last Saturday. He did improve his punches a little bit against Marquez and Provodnikov, but those guys didn't have the speed and angles and explosiveness that Pacquiao brought. So a lot of times when you're under stress, somebody's really on your ass trying to fuck you up, a lot of times that technique goes out the window. Or if it doesn't go out the window completely, it regresses to its initial starting point, which was Bradley's bullshit ass type of punching. Yes, good against Devin Alexander and Abregus and Casamayors, all them other dudes. Yeah, it's good for them. It's good for the Lamont Petersons, good for the Provodnikov, but that shit ain't enough for Manny Pacquiao. And as soon as Pacquiao had that returning fight on, dude, his punching technique just went back to shit. You know, and that's what I saw. As far as the scoring, I thought the fight, I honestly can't see Bradley winning more than 4 rounds in that fight. me personally, I had him winning 2 rounds. And those were 2 clear big rounds that I felt he had. But I also made a note to myself that there was also 2 other rounds I felt that could have went the other way, or Bradley could have edged it. So at the end of the day, you know, Bradley won anywhere between 2 to 4 rounds. If you had this fight a draw or Bradley winning, just go sit in the corner somewhere. You know, don't score fights anymore. It's not for you. You know what I mean? If you need to rewatch this 20 times without the sound or do it in slow motion, it's not for you. You know, just leave this for the experts or people who are just better at it. Pacquiao, you know, he's not the same guy, but he can still dominate dudes that he's just better than. And I think a lot of people hated on Pacquiao. They didn't see certain things, or they don't want to give him credit for, or they give Bradley too much credit for. And that, you know, when you take away the objectivity of evaluating guys, you kind of hurt yourself, because you end up getting surprised or looking bad. Now, we all make mistakes trying to call fights and shit. No one's perfect. But I felt this was an easy matchup to call. And, you know, it ended up being an easy fight to score and everything. I don't really care about who Pacquiao fights next. Really isn't any fight I'm excited for him to get. Same thing with Bradley. But we'll see how these guys go from here. Swag Science 1.